Hello, hello. Shall we begin the end? Trying this one on the character selection screen because this is the Chains of Promathia character selection screen music. And after I'm done with Chains of Promathia, I'm going to change it to Treasures of Aragon. So, it won't show up too much, but just wanted to remind you it's a thing. Final Fantasy XI has different character selection screen music for all of its expansions. Let's go. Now, I'm on Samurai because I was meriting for between recordings or whatever. And I managed to get a Cursed Togi and get a Shura Togi because I've been farming it. The Aspidal launch off-screen a lot. I've actually been trying to get Crimson Scale Mail, but damn thing won't drop the abjuration for it. But for our last couple of Chains of Promathia missions, I think we actually want to be on Red Mage. But for this next one, I'm not sure if we should go with Dark Knight sub-job, or if we should go with Ninja sub-job. I'm gonna go with Ninja sub-job, just for extra damage. We've only got a couple more missions to go, and you know, last time we got the Brands of Dawn and Twilight. We just gotta go up that elevator in the center, which we can apparently now reach from a home point warp from a home point crystal. They put a home point crystal right in the freaking center of the Garden of Rumette. Yeah, I'll remember names eventually. I've had a few mixed drinks tonight, so you're getting a little bit of some unfiltered mid-boss, or Vire, or Alex, whatever. You can call me whatever. I don't care. Since I've been playing on a different job, I have to like actually take stock of where I actually put stuff, because sometimes it's more convenient to just jam stuff into a certain slot and be done with changing gear for jobs. Gotta admit, a lot of the add-ons I hear about or read about on the forums sound really nice. Like just being able to walk up to your Moogle and be like, change job, and then your inventory management, like you get to AFK for 2 minutes while like the program just like automatically sorts and does your inventory for you. Of course, it's stuff like that, you know, that leads to automated cheating in the first place, though. It always starts as quality of life, but always ends up as, well, you know, I already know what the game is doing conceptually, so I can just, you know, automate my entire play to go automatically and switch things out faster than I ever could. So, you know, I'm not cheating, I've just optimized so much that I've optimized the player out of the equation. It's really dumb, and I hate it. But I suppose it could be worse. I'm probably going to tend to ramble a little bit more, too. Whenever I drink, I talk a little bit more. I never really get, like, super wasted, but I get, like, tipsy, and, you know, when you get tipsy, you're like, it's like you're on uppers, and you just, like, I mean, I just start talking. My girlfriend hates it sometimes. Like, we'll get drunk, and, like, she's, like, 60% of the time, when she has a drink or two, she just fucking passes out. It just puts the nail in the coffin, and she passes out. It's only, like, 40, maybe even a little bit less than 40% of the time she gets talkative. maybe 30% of the time she gets talkative, and then like 10% of the time she gets super horny and it becomes like the porn star meme or whatever that you see around, you know, trying to get your wife to become a porn star or whatever, and you know you're feeding her drinks, and you know she's more likely to just pass out or like do something random that's nothing to do with sex. In all honesty, I've only had like 2 situations like that with her. One was like our, I think it was our first anniversary. Might have been our second anniversary. I think it was our first anniversary. She wanted to have this alcoholic drink that her family has every year at New Year's, because our anniversary is on New Year's. It's called like a grasshopper or something. It's like some really green, minty, mixed alcohol drink. And she wanted to have it. And she helped her like sisters and her made them, and they didn't really mean to make them as strong as they did, but they wound up making them hella strong. I mean, like, the mints overrode the alcohol flavor pretty much completely, but these things were, it was like drinking liquor straight. Like, I got drunk so fast, and so did she, and we had a fantastic night together between the sheets. It was amazing. And she gets mad whenever I bring it up because, like, she thinks I want her to, like, live up to that night, like, every time we're together like that. And it's not that I don't, like, but, you know. Girls, sometimes they feel pressured to, like, live up to an ideal image. In fact, I think they feel that a lot, but, you know, that's not, like, the point you're trying to make. You're just trying to make the point that, like, it was mind-blowing, you know? And they could do it again. But, like, they get caught up in their own psychology, their own psychological hang-ups. Not saying guys don't either, it's just, whatever. Anyway, enough irrelevant real-life detail that you don't need to actually know about. We're gonna go finish Chains of Promathia. And how did I not open the daily box today? See if we get something good. Probably not. I don't know how the RNG for this works. Raider seal head, huh? Well, I don't care about that. I'm not gonna make the thief Empyreal armor. Especially not in today's environment. What I will do is I'll grab some echo drops. I could use some echo drops. And probably an Icarus wing too, wouldn't hurt. Yoo-hoo, echo drops. Where are you? I know my alphabet, I swear. Okay, and as far as food goes, we're just gonna get a marine stew pot regardless of how much it costs. I don't know why. I don't know how, really. These got pushed up to 80k on this server. You saw the price earlier in the Let's Play. They were down at like 20 to 25k per marine stew pot. And then, like, oh nice, we got one for 70k. How about that? We saved 10k. They kept going up in price all of a sudden. About the time I got done with Sky Gods, when I'd been buying a lot of them because I needed them for Sky Gods for my trusts, they just kept going up in price. And I don't know why that is. And next thing I knew, like while I was doing Sky Gods, I went up to 40k. And I thought that was highway robbery. But then they went up to like 50k, and I was just like, okay, I'm not going to buy them anymore, and I'm done with Sky Guides anyway, so I don't need them. And then next thing I know, I'm checking for them because, you know, I was like, these might be nice to use. They give a lot of magic accuracy. And accuracy, more importantly, accuracy to my trusts. And they were 80k. 80 to 100k. And it's just like, why? Like, I know the person crafting them has got to be incentivized to want to sell them. But if they were selling them in bulk when they were like 25k a pop, it must not be that hard to make. No. We need Lumoria. It's its own region that doesn't show up on region info. Lumoria. I'm having my third alcoholic drink of the night. It's just a simple blend of vodka and soda. I had a pretty nice little chill night with my girlfriend. We watched like the last 3 episodes of Supernatural Season 3. She's got me to watch all of that. We're on Season 4 now. We watched the first episode of Season 4. And we watched some Community. And then I tucked her in. And I'm back to record. Alright, so we got both brands. Now we can go up to where we need to go. And this fight is actually considered to be the hardest fight in Chains of Promathia in total, because it's uncapped. And so at 75, you got to do it at 75. And Tenzin was actually the first fight that was uncapped at 75, or level capped at 75, to where, you know, you could actually use all your skills and all of your battle prowess. And some of the people I wound up doing this fight with, they actually literally had gotten to this fight like a year prior, and they gave up on doing it because the people they'd been doing Chains of Promathia with couldn't do it. And even now on the guide page, like the guide says, it's possible at level 80 with trusts, but very difficult. Recommended to just go ahead and level the 99 for it or whatever. On item level, it's easy. Instead of trivial, it says easy. So, like, they want you to take this fight seriously. And we're only 75, so we might lose. How about that? He's gone mad! Stark raving bonkers! What are you doing, Tenzin? You stabbed my waifus! Forgot about this. What the? Hey, what the hell's going on? I struck with the flat of my blade. They are not badly wounded. Our companions were climbing over one another to reach the portal ahead. Surely you have heard it. The voice has poisoned their minds. The voice speaks the truth. Our mother and father are waiting for us. It says we can live happily ever after as one big family. And we'll never be sad or lonely ever again. He wishes to hear my song. The song that only I can sing. He needs my strength to rebuild this shattered city. A perfect law where no crimes will be committed lies ahead. It offers a new way of life for everyone. Power to protect the weak. That voice promises me power. To me, it promises to teach the path of righteousness, a path that can be walked without the slightest regret or hesitation. And to me, it promises an end. The voice of the emptiness is within you. Oh, Selthoos again. How about that? Any attempt to escape from it is futile. And yet it seems that some of you still resist. But when you stand before the Keeper of the Apocalypse and behold the form of the Twilight God, will you then be able to withstand his call? Are you still droning the same old words, Celtius? I told you we can. Now what? It can't be! Dun dun dun. Calm wind, can you handle this? Think of it as a warm-up for the main event. Okay, so when angels fall is what our battlefield is called, even though we're not going to be fighting angels. We're going to be fighting blues a days. And the trick with this battlefield is they are all mages. The other trick with this battlefield is they are all immune to silence. The other trick with this battlefield is they all have about 7,000 HP. The other trick with this battlefield is, you see those docks they're in? They try to go to those throughout the fight when you're getting them low on health. And so, that incentivizes you to kill them quickly. And so we're actually going to use Shantato too, instead of Tintin. And I'm going to use a Pururu because we might be facing a protracted battle here, and she has slightly better MP economy than Cherokiki, even though I think Cherokiki is actually a slightly better trust, to be honest. But even though I bought that Marine Stew Pot, we're going to use a red curry bun, which I probably should have eaten earlier. But it's okay, we got buffing to do. Two of the pots are black mages, and two of the pots are supposedly red mages. But I'm pretty sure they're like level in the mid-80s, so they all have access to tier 4 magic. It's just that the red mage pots don't have goth spells. I'll have Bar Thunder on, and I don't know, Bar Silence. Or maybe Bar Poison. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna go... I don't know if they have an elemental resistance. I know since they're all mages and pots, they kind of resist magic anyway. I'm just going with the element of the day for our in-spell. I don't know much about this day family, and the wikis I don't think are accurate about it. They don't have like specific elemental data on them. And we can sleep these pots. And so what we actually might start off by doing is sleeping them. Or sleeping one of them, anyway. And whenever they return to their little docks, they restore their HP to full almost instantly. So the trick becomes killing them before they can do that. And when you aggro one, you aggro them all. So... Oh, we failed our sleep check. Whatever. The guy did say to use the Elemental Seal, which we don't have with ninja stuff. Might have behooved me to come on Dark Knight sub or something to stun them when they move. But my hopes are that my Savage Blades will be strong enough to kill them outright. One of them's casting a Rogue of 3 on us. So wipe my shadows again. Come on. Come on, Shikrizi. Oh, did she miss? She missed! God damn it! Okay, one of them's down. We're not going to waste time. We're just going to attack them as quickly as possible. There's a light skill chain. And Tato's bursting and making double light. Okay, two of them are down. Some of them look bigger than the others. Oh, they have access to 2-hour abilities. That's how you know what jobs they are. Okay. I guess the guide's not lying. But with our gear level, like, I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah. See, I knew the guide was off. But of course, the guide is just like, it's going by raw power of levels. And a lot of people, they level so fast these days, they don't get their skills or proper gear. So like a level 80 person in like whatever gear they're wearing, which some people, they level up and they don't upgrade their gear because they don't know the importance of it or any of the specifics. And this causes problems. But Shantatsu is a very powerful trust. You can make skill chains rapidly. She will kill your enemy rapidly. So there we go. Level 75. No problem. And hold on a second. I still have my air conditioning unit on in the window. And it's on dry cool, which means it like reads the room's humidity and keeps turning off and on. And it's reached a point in the night where the temperature and the humidity is so low that it like barely stays on and keeps on and offing too fast and is annoying. Especially while I've had alcohol. Okay, there we go. Fortunately, my headset cord can reach. Alright, me, Prish, and Tenzin are running forward. I'm glad Tenzin was able to resist, even though he hears the voice. Calmwind seems to be the only one that doesn't hear it. Quickly, time is short. Nag'molada? I thought he was back in the Chamber of Eventide. Whoa, what the fuck? Is that the Keeper of the Apocalypse? Whatever's the matter, my brave companions. Haven't you been dying for a chance to topple the Keeper of the Apocalypse? Why do you just stand there? Sir Calmwind, Lady Prish, I cannot go any further. That voice steals into my heart in spite of my greatest efforts to ignore it. It calls me to its side. You did pretty good getting this far, Tenzin. To be honest, unlike you, I don't even want to get within spitting distance of him. But that's what we gotta do, right, Calmwind? Come closer, Calmwind. Although it disgusts me to admit it, the only source of light here comes from the radiance that you and I share between us. And I'm sure you want to find out more than anyone. Your simple life as an adventurer has been turned upside down by these fools. You have been constantly hounded by cries of, "Save the world! Save Altana's people!" They have even asked you to die for their cause. But you don't really care about any of that, do you? You just wish to learn the truth that nobody can tell you. Am I right? Do you wish to learn the truth? Truth about what, though? No. Are you sure? Maybe you have yet to realize it. My purpose has finally become clear to me. Truth is the only bright point of perfection in this incomplete world, the only thing we can trust. Truth and nothing else. Only one who learns the truth, one who holds all knowledge, can discover the perfection of paradise. Lord Promathia, teach me all the truths of creation. Then I will lead the incomplete people of the world beyond the gates to the origin of perfect truth. Stop! Lady Ivanile's seal! Shit. Even while basically gave her life to seal him. And I guess he took the body of the ZIlartian King because this looks like the throne room, you know? It's at the highest point in the palace. Oh snap. He's kind of like a giant Aaron, but without wings and better feet. Oh, there's his wings. Kinda looks like the Archangel Empyreal from Diablo 2. Which came out 6 years before this. Calm wind, get back! Oh, there you go, Faust. All knowledge. Knowledge that you'll be destroyed. What has he done? It's like he destroyed Nag'molada and it took the emptiness from within him or something? Or maybe took the darkest parts of Nag'molada? This is the truth. This is the truth I never knew. We are... Let me guess, the children of Promathia? We are. We are. We are. Do not say it, Nag'molada. I have found thee. My wayward children. I come to greet thee. Is that like Altana talking? Return to thy father. Oh damn, that looks like a mother crystal. The father implies mother, right? So what, was Promathia laying his pipe in Altana? You're the children of both gods? The fuck did he go? Where could... No! Celtius, you know, you could explain things. Also, how can... If Celtius can't feel emotion, how can he, like, exclaim things? What did he mean? What the hell did he mean? Children? Prometheus children? Does that mean... Snap out of it, Prish. Resurrection and death. I can't let that happen. Yep, that's like in Plot Twists, the expansion. You know, did you not see it coming, right? By this point, you should be used to all these twists, if you ask me. But listen to this guideline, right? Listen to this guideline about the fight we did before that cutscene. Soloable at level 80 plus with trusts. Possible at level 75 plus, but very difficult. Did it look very difficult to you? It wasn't. Okay. Okay. That's the luminous convergence, right? Yeah, okay. So now we have to leave. And we just have to run outside. I guess to see if Promathia is gonna drop Alteu into Vana'diel. Wait, what did it say? Return to room entrance, leave Garden of Rumet. Let's just leave Garden. That'll be faster. Wait, there's another home point in here? Oh, right. We left the garden, so we're in Hookzoi. Never mind. I'm stupid. But yeah, we were supposed to be getting a bombshell revelation or whatever. And I guess for the characters within the game, it's like a bombshell. But I mean, at this point, we've been flip-flopped so hard mentally by this entire expansion. I don't know how they also didn't think, okay. Like... Hey, did you guys see where Promathia went? All have become one. My master, his lady, their friends, everyone. All have coalesced into a single deity. Oh, he's up there floating above the palace. See him behind the red-headed Shibuki there. There, I can see him. Can thou hear me, goddess? Thou who hast sheltered my very existence. I will be reborn. It is time to surrender to thine abhorred death, to embrace of perpetual darkness. An eternity of silence awaits. Our farewell this time shall be forever. The goddess is crying? The apocalypse is at hand. So he went outside to go back inside? Okay. Looks like he's going down the matter transference. Which I think that's our hint that we can now open the front door. Not that we ever tried before, but you know. Wait, take us with you. Take us with you to Vana'diel. What was that? The dusty old divinity is headed for Vana'diel? That's right. The great Promathia realized why his children have not come to greet him. He's gonna break the 5th Mother Crystal and bring this entire city crashing down on the world. They are calling you. Your children are calling you home. Damn it, this is because of Nag'molada. When Nagi was absorbed, all of his knowledge poured straight into the mind of the Twilight God. Calmwind, I'm gonna need the amulet back. It's so you can actually complete your outfit, right? We gotta go. He's in the lowest level of the palace. Come on, Calmwind. It's time to put the hurt on the Twilight God. You return the mysterious amulet to Prish. I like how it just continues. Like, we never named the amulet. Like, clearly the amulet has some sort of name, which everyone probably knows. Like, Eshentarl / Nildarian probably knows it. Nag'molada probably knows it. Seltus probably knows it. Hell, Prish probably knows it. Maybe. But none of them tell us what the amulet actually is. Like, I mean, they told us what it does, right? It's a Kulu. It's an artifact that was given to the Kulu that lived inside the Zilart cities to let them have the Whisper of the Soul. But like, you know, something that important should have a name, and for whatever reason they decide not to give it a name. I guess so they wouldn't have to rename it in the key items and have 2 separate programmed instances of the same item. But whatever. It's water under the bridge. Whee! Elaborate zoning cutscene. You know, interestingly, back in the day on PS2, and then a little later on, a few years later, when they released this game on Xbox 360, yeah, that's right. Final Fantasy XI is a cross-platform, or was a cross-platform MMO that was across 2 consoles from different publishers and PCs. And everyone from all of those 3 platforms could interact and play with one another. Everyone discounted that fact. No one fucking realized it except the people who played this game. But anyway, on PS2 and especially on Xbox 360, there was an issue in these areas where you could sometimes experience graphical overload because of like the lighting, I guess, or something. And every time we did events in Garden of Rumet, especially, there was like a 50-50 chance in the middle of an event that I would just get a black screen and have to completely restart my PS2, like unplug it, restart it, relog in. Super annoying. The portal has been badly damaged. Investigate? It's been badly damaged in our favor, because now it opens from the front, like it fucking should. And that's so you could actually get back in here really quickly. Because they know you want to finish Chains of Promathia, man. But now, instead of ascending, we need to descend. And we can actually descend now. We couldn't descend before, anyway. And now we're in the true final area of Chains of Promathia. The Empyreal Paradox. Which, I don't think has a map. Yeah, there's no map for this area. Oh snap, there's the Mother Crystal. And look, someone's here finishing Chains of Promathia, or possibly doing the high-tier battlefield versions of it. Oh, they've got fucking Sephiroth. That's the monk relic weapon. And they've got it afterglowed, wow. Super powerful. Super powerful. Super powerful monk. And that's the level 99 version of the black belt. It doesn't have any haste, but look at those stats. And honestly, it doesn't even need any haste. They give you enough haste on all your other gear anyway. Like, look, his pants have haste +9. And his feet have haste +3. His hands have haste +4. Hell, his body has haste +4. His hat has haste +6. Yeah, so he's at 10, 14, 23, 26. Yeah, he's at capped gear haste without even the belt slot. The level 99 gear really is fucking ridiculous. That is a damn good earring. I'm surprised he only has the low quality version of that ring. Or earring. And then... Damn, look at that cape. Damn, that's some good stuff. Anyway, we're here to finish Chains of Promathia, not to ogle at this monk who's probably been playing the game for a long time. Take a sip of our vodka, 'cause we're gonna need it. Whoa! Where the hell are we? Bum, 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 bum. Revelation. That's Griffin Island. Yep. Venadil is right there below us. Oh, Celtus is fighting Promathia. Lance of Light to slow him down, eh? Meteor! Oh right, their minds are possessed by Promathia still. Fucking Chibukis. Which battlefield will you enter? Dawn. This is the final battle of Chains of Promathia. Celtus's wings were like one of the first character mods people made in this game, and like so many people were obsessed with putting them on their characters. And I think they look cool, but like every time I've seen them modded onto a Final Fantasy XI character, all I can think is, man, that's tacky. They don't look right when they're not on Celtus, in my opinion. It's Promathia you need to worry about. That won't hold him for long. I thought I could draw him away from here with the promise of the darkness I hold within. But it would seem the Twilight God is content to wait until the end is near. The apocalypse, huh? Meaning the moment when Promathia dies? I'd been a complete idiot. The will of Promathia, the emptiness, is the manifestation of complete death. Even a god would be destroyed by the full force of emptiness. That's why so many vessels were needed to hold it. The children of Altana? Yes. To ensure the Twilight God's continued existence, Altana stole the energy of the Mother Crystal to create the race of people. The Mother Crystal split into 5 parts, and the realm of the gods was torn from its higher plane, to be transformed into the world of Vana'diel. The people of Altair, with this knowledge burned into their souls, joined together to return to the Twilight God. They sought to restore the original Mother Crystal and open the gates of paradise. That was when they knew, the thing that I, once killed by the suffocating grasp of emptiness, know only too well. The despair of the apocalypse. I want to end this curse. No longer shall we live in the shadow of our darkness. Our arrogance, envy, cowardice, apathy, and rage. How about that? A god with a death wish. Hey, your Twilightness! I hate to break it to you, but me and Celtus aren't mortal anymore. We're not gonna let you get away with this. But you are still mortal, Calmwind. You have to decide for yourself. Are you willing to sit here and wait for the end? I didn't think so. Prevent a deal! And despite her rallying cry, and the fact that she's going to join us in the battle, her and Celtus both join us, but Prish we can heal. Celtus we can't. And, oh, Celtus already engaged the fight. I hope we can summon Trust. Okay, so I'm going to get our Trust out real quick. It doesn't really matter which ones we get out, but I'm going to get out the ones that are for fighting. And then we're going to go get Promathia off of Prish. And I've heard that healers, in this first part of the fight, I've heard that healers can just straight up solo Promathia by healing Prish over and over. Was that just curse, or was that give thyself the apathy within? Oh, his first form is going down smooth. And he just did, what is that, Chains of Apathy? Yeah, he's got all these chain attacks that are related to the different lights. And apparently they do, like, heavy damage if you haven't done Rise of the ZIlartian. The shards you got from the Archangel fight, they protect you. So I've never seen what those attacks do. Man, his first phase was lickety-split. Oh, but he put out more rings. That's a symbol of even more divinity in Eastern religions. So, yeah, that's a thing. But I don't think we'll have any problems. We'll top Prish off real quick. Why not? Oh, we got a healing skill up off her. How nice is that? Love the music in here. Stop being out of range, motherfucker. Ow, he hits hard. But he doesn't have that much HP. He should do some different color rings around his feet. Yeah, Wheel of Impregnability. Red ring means he's immune to physical damage. But Prish can put a stop to that with her nullifying dropkick. And that's the reason to keep her alive. You can actually let Prish die, but your soft, like, time cap is Celtus' HP bar. If Celtus dies, you lose. Oh no, we've all been given amnesia before it was a common status ailment. Treasures of Pot are gone. Oh no, not Meteor. Only I had stun. Yeah. In spite of being the Twilight God, he's a lot easier than the Pots, turns out. Oh, there's nullifying dropkick. That should have gotten rid of her. Yep, got rid of his thing. So now we can fuck him up. And Celtus just did Luminous Lance, which stuns Promathia. It's hard to see, but he's stunned just like he was in the cutscene. Music going on right now, like sounds like something straight out of Legend of Zelda. If we look below us, you know, we see that's Juno and Quiffum, Quan, and Mindarsha. Or wait, maybe I have that backwards. Yeah, I think I have that backwards. Either way, see all of Vanity down there. And we got him. Easy peasy. In this day and age, barely even a challenge. Or of course, it wasn't that hard back in the day either. I think back in the day, a paladin kited him for a little bit when our healers needed to rest MP. But that was kind of like wishful thinking that only really worked out to stop a few hits. I mean, it was better than doing nothing, but and only in phase 2. Phase 1 is like a complete joke. Even back in the day. Shut the fuck up, Jabukis. Say goodnight. Wait, Prish, not yet! Hey, don't you dare kill my sweet elven girl. Yearn, desire, hunger for the end of mortality. Time for some divine punishment. 84! Hey, I guess the Spookies woke up. I think we overdid it. Frish! Fuck. Yeah, pull yourself out of that emptiness. This is not the end. There will be no apocalypse. We were born for the purpose of living! Aw, shit. Headshot. Magicite is forming. The light of the crystal is illuminating the emptiness within. Who calleth my name? Ouch, she lost her headdress. What faithless soul calleth me from the void? Oh, but our light's gonna kick ass. Or well, it's the light of the 5 mother crystals, I guess. The light of Ola, light of Dim, light of Mia, light of Vozel, and light of Alteu shine forth from calm wind. It's like a teardrop hit him. Canst thou hear me? Promathia? I hear thee. Altana. Huh. For some reason I remember it being different. I remember him crumbling away rather than exploding. A life force is returning to the Mother Crystal. Now the people of Alteu and Nag'molada too will find peace at last. Look at that, the tears of the goddess. Far above the world, Altana grieves for her lost Promathia. The facets of the Dawn Goddess Altana: trust, compassion, justice, courage, hope. And that which was born last. Love? If people learn this one thing, I think they can carry on. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Calm Wind? Is Final Fantasy XI trying to get me to fuck a lolly? No, I'm just kidding. Prish isn't a lolly. Hey, y'all made it. Sir Calm Wind, Lady Prish, Sir Saltus, you have succeeded beyond all expectations. Good to see you all back to your normal selves. Vanadil and her people are safe. And don't let me catch you worrying about us being the children of Promathia. Listen, the voice of the goddess, mute for so long, should be clear to you now. We're all getting hit by teardrops of the goddess, eh? Even the Jabukis, man. I mean, I guess they did hit Promathia with the meteor. But they also hit Saltus with a meteor. It proves that a part of Altana lives within each and every one of us. When people are born, the tears of the goddess flow within them. The fifth Mother Crystal has been saved as well. Alteo no longer plummets towards Vanadil. The lives of its people, the light of their life force, healed the crystal. Calm Wind, Prish, all of you who have fought beside me, you have my gratitude. From this point onwards, I will remain here in Alteu as a guardian and keep watch over your world. Oh, he's a guardian angel now, I guess. It's time we went home. The apocalypse is over. It's never over. Our journey, our tale, our adventure. Is just beginning. Thick. I don't remember it ending like this. And I remember Altana speaking more. In ages past, the sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its many-colored light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. However, the arrival of death, implacable, brought an end to the god of twilight. Aglow with the essence of love eternal, the dawn goddess sought to restore the lost divinity. Upon the fallen deity, Altana bestowed the light of the true crystal. And the bodies of mortals uncounted was the twilight god reborn. The true crystal shattered into 5 parts, its holy light extinguished. Paradise was no longer, thus was born the world of Vanadil. Obtained key item, Tear of Altana. Honestly, if I'd known it was going to be that easy, I would have stayed on Dark Knight. But, Red Mage has more style. Okay, so. Says we have to wait until after Japanese midnight to get the following cutscenes. And we got the permanent key item, Tear of Altana. And, not sure exactly where it's at. Guess it would be before all that. Tear of Altana. Divine tear residing within your heart that fills you with love eternal. A much better goddess than Hydaelyn in Final Fantasy XIV, if you ask me. Also, it's crazy to me that, like, I didn't realize exactly how much of this story they basically just lifted and rewrote or retuned. Well, they lifted a lot of it. I didn't fully realize that. Now, if it turns out that we do have to wait till Japanese midnight to do all the rest of the cutscenes, then I'll have to wait till tomorrow to record the end of Chains of Promathia. But for now, I'll go and check. And it's going to be a lot of traveling, once again. And including a travel to Pergonogro Island. But in the end of all the traveling, it'll be great. And I know we haven't seen all the cutscenes yet because we have the finishing up cutscenes to do. But as far as the Chains of Promathia expansion storyline goes, I think I'm safe to rate it now, having done it 3 times in my life. And this being the time where I paid close attention and have a fully adult brain. I guess I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's a really good story. I like it. It keeps you curious. And it keeps you guessing a little bit. I mean, until you're like halfway through and you just start to expect the twists. It's definitely more out of an MMO RPG storyline than people ever thought was a thing in the early 2000s. Back in the day, though, you kind of missed out on keeping up with the story, because even though they restate a lot of what's going on every cutscene, like, sometimes, you know, you'd be stuck on a fight, or stuck for a while, and not able to get past things. And so people would forget what the story even was. And their sense of the story being amazing and it being an amazing expansion comes more from overcoming those hardships and how that made them feel, you know, along with the story that, you know, is more or less about, you know, accepting life as it is, even if it wasn't what you expected. And, I mean, like I said, it's good, but I think it's a little overrated by the Final Fantasy XI community. Oh, this is the Nation mission. The ZIlartian used the material... I mean, I'm not going to do this Nation mission right now, but I guess I might as well read it. Okay, you've heard of the ancient civilization of the ZIlartian, haven't you? Ironic, we were just in their capital, eh? Well, there are archaeological remains of the civilization scattered around Vana'diel. The ZIlartian used a material called cermet to construct many of these structures. This cermet is more advanced than anything found in Bastok. Researching and reproducing this material would do wonders for Bastok's industry. Ancient cermet technology is the building block of the future, so to speak. Deep within the sanctuary of Zita, you will find the entrance to Romave. I want you to bring me some reinforced cermet from there. I'll be waiting for you here. Okay, so that's an easy enough thing to do. But let's see. Am I gonna have to wait till Japanese midnight? It looks like I'm gonna have to wait till Japanese midnight to finish up Chains of Promathia, so... Well... I guess we could go swing by Romave real quick while I finish talking or rambling about what I think about Chains of Promathia. It has a lot of fun fights in it, although in this day and age, most people don't even... Like, they just level to 99, put on item level gear, and they don't even need to summon trusts. And they kill all the fights in less than a minute, and go on about their business. And you saw that even by keeping my level low, like, I would have had to limit how many trusts I used per battle to keep them challenging. So, like, it's not nearly as hard as it used to be, and it never will be. But, you know, I told you what it was like. Like, and that's all I can really do. I wish I could do a little bit more to convey what that's like. I guess we need to use the book to go to Romave. But I don't think over just a video, you know, just a Let's Play video where I ramble, I don't think I could fully convey just how much harder everything used to be. To put things in perspective, though, the Savage Blades I was doing to Promathia, like, let's go look. That last Savage Blade did 1,698 damage. To put things in perspective, the first Savage Blade I did 2,900. To put things in perspective, that kind of damage was like brand new when the two-handed update first came out on a warrior with 300 TP, doing Steel Cyclone with full Great Axe merits, with like strength plus 50, with Mighty Strikes active, and all of their attack buffs active, with attack food. And even then, it's still like almost double that amount of damage. And I could just do that casually on Red Mage now. Like, that's how different things are. I hit like a fucking Mack truck. Regardless of what I play. Like, if it were back in the day, I would probably be lucky to have done like a 500 damage Savage Blade at the TP levels that I was at in that fight on Red Mage. Hell, on any job. And it's not really that's a bad thing that's easier. It's just that, you know, it's something you can't really convey. Like, I just cannot convey to you how much more damage I deal, how much less powerful the enemies are relative to the player, just how many more merits I'm allowed to have, like how they've changed TP. Magic damage calculations are different. I think magic burst calculations are different. Like, a lot of stuff is different. And again, it's not bad, it's just, it's different. And for this mission, for Sid, we've got to find like a question mark that gives us the key item he was asking for. I don't think we gotta fight anything, but I could be wrong. I haven't opened up the mission page. We'll just whip out a few trusts, because whatever it is, we can take it on pretty easy. I just whip out my Bastoken trust, because why not? Also, the other day I was asking who's Mithril Musketeer number 3, and if I didn't mention it already, it's actually Zaid. They just refused to replace him because they respect him so much. You know, Volker thinks that Zaid should have been the captain, and Zaid left, and they still refer to him as number 3. But honestly, he should be number 1. Not exactly sure where to look. I should probably open up the guide. Yeah. Once we go back to Sid with the sermon or whatever, the game day will have changed, and I will know for sure whether or not I need to wait till Japanese midnight. You're looking for a question mark which can spawn at any one of the following locations: D10, E9, E10, G9, I8, K10, K11, L10, or L7. So we're literally just looking for a question mark that could be in a bunch of places. Check the question mark and it will spawn 2 Golem Notorious monsters called Mocker Kalfi. They're not very strong. But you don't have time to clear the area before you touch the question mark guy, because the question mark moves around very quickly. In fact, the question mark may move before you defeat the golems. So you may have to find it again in order to get the key item. Oh, that's annoying. So, let's see, that was basically L10 and L9. So, let's see. If it's that K10. I guess we'll go towards D and E. Oh, I think we just aggroed that bomb. Yeah, bombs are side aggro, and I don't know why they're spawning. I think bombs actually spawn in like hazy weather or something in all the areas that they actually spawn in. So it's one of those things. Oh, we've got a weapon aggroing us. Also, I just realized I bought that marine stew pot to use against Promathia, and I didn't even wind up using it, and I didn't even wind up carrying, because the red curry was... I didn't have any accuracy issues, and the red curry was already better for that particular situation. But I guess that means I just have a marine stew pot for whenever I actually do need it for something, so that's good at least. Okay, we'll kill this ominous weapon, then we'll sneak invis so that we don't get aggroed by any more bombs. I would bother buffing, but everything's magic aggro. And we'll kill it fast enough with trust anyway. But yeah, after we get done with Chains of Promathia, after we've like wound everything up, I will probably go ahead and start Rhapsody's recordings, because I want to get that assault tag item so I can do assaults in my off time. And greater than 89, okay, so it's gotta be 90 something. Less than 95, greater than 89. I'm gonna go with 92. It was 90. Womp womp. Go figure. Yeah, sometimes when I play through Final Fantasy XI in the modern era, I most often play Red Mage because it brings the most to the table when you're solo, in my opinion. Blue Mage actually can bring just as much or more, but you need all the spells. And I don't have all the spells. But, also, Blue Mage kind of falls behind at the level 75 cap compared to Red Mage, if you ask me. But, that's just my opinion. Okay, that was D10. What about E10? At least the music to Romave is kind of nice. Apparently there's some Twitter/YouTube account that like remixes and like lo-fi mixes or like adds different music mixes to Final Fantasy XI music. And it came up in my like scroll feed the other day. And the one that came up was a Romave remix. And I can't even really fully count it as a remix, because all they did was they lowered the volume on Romave's theme and basically had it playing behind some other electronica music that was like sort of in every offbeat of the Romave theme. And I felt like, even though the Romave theme was like the second hand theme, that it was being undercut by the electronica. I mean, I was able to listen to like the 3 or 4 minutes that the dude put on it, but like, I don't know, it really wasn't that good. It was just kind of interesting. Like, I didn't even think there was like a listener base for that, I guess. Like, the player base is so small for 11 nowadays. And like, it's kind of funny that the game itself is kind of sustained partially by people who just, they don't really fully actively play anymore. They just can't bear to unsubscribe from it. They're like hoping that it'll have like some sort of secondhand revival. Ooh, is that a question mark? Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight? Hell yeah, we're gonna fight. Get 'em, boys. Yeah. Ooh, our recast times are much better when we don't have composure on. Of course, our durations on stuff is way worse, but yeah, what do you expect? You would use Ice Bridge, you son of a bitch. Deal 3 on you, and I'll put haste on Volker. Damn, that was a nice Savage Blade, Volker. His Savage Blade did as much as mine. Actually, more than mine. Beautiful thing. And the question mark moved. How do you like that? The question mark fucking moved. Just like the guide said it would. So now we gotta putt again. And we can't zone, like we can't leave and come back to find it later. We have to find it now. So we're at, we found that at, I guess technically the G9 location. Although I think we were actually in F9, but whatever. The guides can only ever be so accurate, so. Okay, I'm not seeing it anywhere around there, and that's the E10/E9. I also think it counts for the D10, but maybe it doesn't. I mean, yeah, okay. We'll go up a little bit and over a little bit. Yeah, there's not actually a lot to the nation missions. And I'm not even actually sure, like, since you start Rise of the Zilart when you get rank 6, I'm not even sure if the nation missions up to 10 were introduced before Rise of the Zilart was finished originally. Like, I don't know if there was like a highest rank you could get before before Rise of the Zilart was actually complete and out, or if like rank 10 came later, like slightly before Chains of Promathia or something. Oh, we're straight up in C now. Wow, we went far. According to the guide, this is not one of the locations. But then how do we get to like D9 and D10? I guess it's that one slope that we already looked at. This is kind of annoying. I didn't think it took us that long to kill those golems, but I guess it took longer than I thought, because or that question mark just moves around like too fast, which is probably part of the point of the mission. sometimes mission design in this game, like every other MMO, is just meant to make you take a long time doing it. It's not meant to like be difficult or hard, just time consuming. So that, you know, you stay subscribed another day, or so that you keep playing for a little while longer. And sometimes people describe that as tedium, because it often is. It's often tedium, right? If something takes a long time but it's not very difficult, then it's tedium. As my friend Dragon Hikari explained to me once long ago. Other times, the tedium is the difficulty. That's my opinion. And the point of it taking a long time is so that, you know, you have this experience that you talk about, and that you have a higher chance to meet other players while you're doing it, right? Because, like, imagine if someone else was doing this Bastok mission right now, they would be doing the exact same thing I'm doing, and we would probably run into one another. And I know that sounds weird, and kind of like, well, that doesn't mean you're going to make a friend, but it does mean a higher chance of encountering someone and possibly making a friend. Right? The more streamlined a gameplay is, like the less time it takes for you to do something in a game where, you know, there's a social atmosphere and dynamic, the less of a chance you have to meet and interact with people. Sometimes this is a good thing, because sometimes you aren't looking for friends. You aren't looking around to, you know, to have a social experience. You're just playing the game to have fun and get done with shit and go on about your day. But for the people who play MMOs for, you know, the whole shared experience, the whole massively multiplayer part of it, that's what the MM in it stands for. You know, this is the exact thing we actually want. And unfortunately, in this day and age, in this game where not a lot of people play, it's bad because there's just no one to run into. Like, I have to admit that this kind of quest design, it relies on there being a lot of people playing in order for it to work out how I just described. There's not a lot of people playing. You know, it doesn't matter how long you take doing this. Like, I could probably be in Romave all day, and because most people still playing the game have no reason to come here anymore, whether they cared about doing the nation missions or not, you know. It's the way the cookie crumbles. God, I hope we find this soon. I wanna stop recording soon and just talk to Sid because the game day changed, and that way we'll be sure that it's Japanese midnight. But I'm also curious what he says when we turn in the sermon to him whenever we find the question mark again. Also, just to make sure, they didn't change it to where when we kill them... Yeah, okay. They didn't change it to when we kill them we get the key item. It's part of its primitive quest design. Sometimes primitive quest design in this game is a real hindrance. If this was like a more modern quest, we would have probably just been given the key item when we killed the golem. Or, you know, it would be a set question mark. But this is early Final Fantasy. This is 2003, 2004 quest design for this game. And it is not pretty. Also, we can't see the question marks on widescan. I wish we could, but we cannot. I guess one thing you could do, technically, like if you had the time, is you could find the question mark in a single spot. And if you didn't feel like running around with it, like with your head cut off, like a chicken with its head cut off, you could just stand still where you found the question mark the first time. And eventually, as long as you kept checking, it would eventually come back around. It would eventually, you would eventually see it again. And maybe that's what I should have done, because, like, I can't seem to find it now. And I honestly don't believe that these are all the locations that it could possibly be. They've listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 locations. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 pairs of them. So 6 out of the 9 locations are like adjacent to one another location-wise. So it's likely that they're the same, actually just the same location, and the person was mistaken that added those locations. Of course, then again, maybe someone just data mined it and put it up, and that might just be the truth. Let's see, L7, but not L10. No, it says L10. Okay. But Romave is so small, especially when the moon's not full. Or when you're not going into the spots that are blocked by the moon gates, which we can now. Oh, there was a question mark. There was a question mark. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Did it move? It's over there somewhere. Okay. Please don't move, question mark. Please just let me get my sermon key item, please, please, please. Is it like up and around and down or something? Cause oh man, I don't think I'm gonna make it in time. Cause like it moved so fast. Like we fought those golems for what, like 30 seconds? Of course, there's no telling how long the question mark had been there before we popped the golems. But like, just the fact that it's like only in one spot for a couple of minutes is kind of irritating. Okay, please stay there, 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 please stay there. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, we go back to the book. And teleport back to Bastok that way. I guess we could warp ring. That might be faster, because it's only 8 seconds. Well, 8 seconds plus the item use time, I guess, but the book has time allotted for the menu actually popping up. And now we find out if I have to wait till tomorrow to record the end of Chains of Promathia, or if I can stop this recording and then immediately start recording and finish all the cutscenes for Chains of Promathia. Of course, since part of the end of Chains of Promathia involves going to Pergo Nogro Island, that's going to be the limiting factor. And God, it's annoying. But I guess it could be worse. Alright, Sid, lay it on me. Chief Sid, don't you go getting your feathers ruffled, Robot. I'm not here to make any cuts into Darksteel research. Chief, we have a visitor. Oh, it's Cornelia again. What's wrong, Cornelia? Did you have a fight with your father again? It's not anything like that, but it does have to do with my father. Just a few minutes ago, I met with this young Galka. Oh, it's Gumba. Gumba, why did you follow me? I had something I wanted to ask you, and I was worried about what I was going to do if I couldn't find you. Hey, wait, you're going to send me one of your weird quests, are you? I can't trust you after the last time. I never made you do anything that weird. Anyway, this time is different. I want you to search for Were for me. You mean the same Were that you lived with a while back? The same Were that disappeared? He hasn't disappeared. He set out on his journey of rebirth. I don't expect to ever see him in the form of Were again. But leaving without saying anything, it just doesn't make any sense. There must be some reason. And so I thought that if I asked you, you might be able to do something. The situation in the mines district is not getting any better, and any information would help. I don't know if I could be of any help. What do you mean? Your dad's the president. Couldn't you ask him to help you out? How did you know that? You think I didn't already know? Everybody knows. Are you still in the dark? Well, even if I am the president's daughter, I can't use my position like that. It wouldn't be right. What do you mean? You're always saying that you want to help the Galka. You weren't lying, were you? Or was that just your way of showing pity for us poor Galka? Gumba, how could you say that? Of course I want to help you. It's just that... You're just saying that to make your ego feel better. Whether you like it or not, you are in a position of power. Why don't you use that power? Stop trying to run from it. What? If you have something to say to me, say it. I'm sorry, Cornelia. I didn't mean that. Forget what I said. I'll try for searching for Were on my own. So, did you talk to your father? No, I couldn't ask him for help. Cornelia, I'm a simple engineer. I don't know what the best choice is here. But I do know one thing. Back in the days when Bastok was filled with old wooden houses, there was a big fire that wiped out most of the homes. However, at that time, Bastok was a poor country, and very few funds could be used for rebuilding of the houses. Two propositions were offered to the government. One was to collect donations. The other was to give priority to the merchants of the area in exchange for contributions for the rebuilding. That was the plan proposed by your young father. Which do you think is right, Cornelia? Asking for the donations to the people? I guess that is one way of solving the problem. That's what the president at the time chose, and it helped him get votes. However, 6 months went by, and the rebuilding of the district was not even close to being finished. There were still people living out on the streets and with no place to go. Your father's plan was finally put into effect, and slowly but surely the district began to take shape once again. Maybe it's just the engineer in me talking, but I think that when you're too busy choosing the parts, you sometimes lose sight of what you're really trying to make. Don't you go and forget what you're trying to make now, Cornelia. You have to decide what you're going to do. Don't know what Sid's really trying to make, but anyway. Oh, yep, okay, it looks like we've got a Japanese midnight wait on our hands, which means if I were to try to record from now until that happened, I would have to record for 9 hours straight. So that's not going to happen. So anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day. Sorry we didn't just end it after I finished Dawn, but we have like 5 or 6 cutscene sequences to go through still for Chains. We're not quite done, we've got to wrap it up. We'll do that next time. So, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll carry on with Rhapsodies and Bastok Nation missions afterwards. Yeah, so, again, stay safe and have a nice day.